Do you know there is a lightweight gimbal that can carry multiple cameras?
Yes, there is. In this bag, meet MOZA AIRCROSS S, which comes in this travel-friendly bag, which does have 3 dividers.
MOZA AIRCROSS S weighs only 700 grams with up to 1.8 kilogram payload.
And MOZA AIRCROSS S, it does come with all the travel-friendly functions such as all the locks for the axis, as well as all the brackets and mounts for mounting different cameras. Okay, so I do have a setup with 2 cameras. Let's go easy with 2 camera setup. So recenter, trigger button twice. And now I'm ready to show you what 2 cameras can do. Smartphone here and connector, although connector is mine, it's not included. And also my main camera with a smaller lens, lighter lens, because you don't want to go crazy too heavy with massive lens. Otherwise the weight of it might be a little bit too much. So small lens on my mirrorless camera smartphone. Let's go. Let's now go to the sea. It's gorgeous. Blue, 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 blue sea. And look, there's oyster everywhere. So I'm just gonna put the joystick down. And wow, there's oyster everywhere under the sea. And so let's take a little walk in this beautiful surrounding. So having 2 cameras is really useful in the current world of using TikTok and YouTube Shorts, because you have vertical modes on both sides and it's super handy. Because you have 2 cameras, one on each side, and it can quickly cut into many different cuts and making your video a lot more interesting for YouTube Shorts and so on. You know, all the videos nowadays have to be super duper fast paced. And yeah, I just want to quickly show you the surrounding. Absolutely gorgeous surrounding. And there is a really loud crow which has been following me around. That one. Yes, that one. AIRCROSS S, the vertical mode was really helpful, but of course you can go back to the traditional horizontal mode, and everything is very quickly released because there is a quick release plate which I've mounted onto my camera. This AIRCROSS quick release plate, it can be used in MOZA SlidePod, which can definitely help you make beautiful videos indoor, outdoor.
The AIRCROSS quick release plate on the camera can remain on the camera while you're changing onto your smartphone on AIRCROSS S. Just put the smartphone on a separate smartphone holder which is included in the package, and then there is a separate place in the L bracket where you can easily put the smartphone. So camera, quick release plate can just remain as it is. Really convenient.
Now let me test out the smartphone, because smartphone would be most handy with AIRCROSS. Because it's light, it's easier on the motor. So what I'm going to test out is the Inception mode here. All I need to do is press twice to change different modes. For Inception mode, I need to do 3 times. And then here we go. The Inception mode is triggered. And it's continuous. There's no limit to how many degrees it can go.
Hiding everything in life feels very frightening.
And let me quickly test out the selfie mode by pressing 3 times on the trigger button.
Hey guys, so right now I'm holding MOZA AIRCROSS S with the smartphone on it, so you can see how stable the footage is while walking rather normally. What do you guys think about the stability? Is it something that you can make a very cinematic videography with your smartphone? So I'm on the pan follow mode, which I can definitely see in the pretty decent sized display under the bright sunlight. Yeah, so let me pan out since I'm in the pan follow mode. Just to let you know that I am on the wide angle mode on my smartphone. So it's definitely doable if you want to do any selfie out there. And I'm also going to quickly change, double clicking, into tilt follow mode, which means you can sort of tilt up and down. And this is FPV mode, so a bit more freestyle, but still very, very smooth. Whee! Okay, now let's test out the horizontal mode. Yay! Double click to recenter, and you can see, can you see there is a cable here? And the cable is included, which connects the camera to the gimbal. And the cable
enables this recording button here, and I can start recording right away. Yep, so let me test out the horizontal gimbal and see how stable the footages are.
I need you to dry my face. Look how I behave and all the mess that I made. But I did really do my best, breaking down my neck, and it's me.
To finish recording, just press the button. You heard that? And I noticed that this tripod, it actually gives the extra length for me to actually hold the gimbal with both hands. Since MOZA AIRCROSS S is powerful enough, it can do inception mode on this camera mode. So let's go to the inception mode, 3 times trigger button on the mode. Inception mode without the cable, because it sort of gets in the way of the lens. Yay! This lens, the prime lens, is perhaps not the best lens, but I do find the AIRCROSS S, because it is a lightweight gimbal at 700 grams, is better with smaller lens that you have on the mirrorless camera. One interesting thing I noticed is that when I connect the cable, double click the recenter, when I connect the cable, it actually starts charging my mobile phone. Although the shooting mode didn't work with my Samsung Android phone, but charging is very handy. Slow charging, not fast charging, but still it's charging. And talking about such interesting setup, I found that it was a little bit hard to balance on lenses that are quite big in terms of the size, if it's large, if it's too long. However, in this kind of setup, not a problem. So yes, the payload of 1.8 kilogram, it is workable with multiple camera setup where most of the weight of the balance is actually in the middle. Since I'm in this cool setup, let's get going and see what this can film. So right now I'm in the lock mode. A lot of camera works going on. Actually, if I hold it a bit far, although it is a little bit heavy on my arm in this setup, and isn't it very smooth?
For better stabilization, I got rid of the other camera and actually holding this stabilizer with 2 arms. So what do you guys think? At least on the mobile phone, what I can see in the massive display. And double click to recenter, and double click to recenter because I was in the lock mode. The sun went behind the cloud, so at least I'm not going crazy with the sunshine. Oh, and then yes, I can actually see the display really showing the beautiful, not sun setting, but sun behind the cloud. Now I'm in the pan follow mode and I'm walking back to the spot where I began. So pan follow mode, which means I can pan and actually turn the curve. With this 2 camera setup in MOZA AIRCROSS S, although yes, you can go up to 3 cameras, but I think 2 cameras is sufficient.
AIRCROSS S can be controlled by the mobile app MOZA Master.
Yay!
And it works just like a remote control. Wow, the battery level is still 74%. I actually changed the battery for Sony because it died. It's cold right now. I'm also freezing as well. And Ozone Pocket, I had to actually charge it a couple of times just temporarily with the power pack to keep this video coming. However, with this MOZA AIRCROSS S, the battery level is still 74% after like the whole day of filming. It does have 1000 mAh battery, which does seem to last me a long time. The maximum run time is up to 10 hours on this AIRCROSS S. I think this is a gimbal for you guys to consider if you want to have a couple of cameras on a gimbal, especially nowadays the vertical mode. 2 cameras will be very interesting, will allow you to make a very interesting YouTube shorts and TikTok videos. So please don't forget to check the link down below and I'll come back with other interesting reviews. So see you!